Dear students, how are you? Hope you are safe. You already know that coronavirus or COVID-19, the deadly disease, has been increasing rapidly, and it has already claimed so many lives across the world. Our government has declared lockdown situation. That means you are staying home. But staying home doesn't mean you should stay away from studies. Rather, it is a perfect time to prepare yourself for the second summative evaluation. So, you are staying home and you are missing many things. Tell me, whom you are missing very much? Right, certainly you are missing your friends. We too. Now, why do we need friends? We need friends to give us comfort in misery, to console us in sorrow, to help us in adversity, and rejoice in prosperity. Do you know different natures of friendship and how they behave in different situations? Yes, today we are going to learn it by reading a poem, Summer Friends. Now, please open at page 84. Lesson 9, Summer Friends. It is written by Mary Lamb. You know, Mary Lamb was a famous English poet and writer. He is best known today for a collaboration with her brother Charles Lamb. Charles Lamb was also a great literary figure in English literature. They jointly collaborated a famous work, Tales from Shakespeare. She and her brother presided over a literary circle in London that included poets like Wordsworth and Coleridge, who are great poets of English literature. Now, one thing, Mary Lamb suffered from mental illness, and in a fit of madness, she stabbed her mother to death. And later, she was sent to an asylum. However, she was released and was under the care of his brother Charles Lamb for long years. Now, what do you feel when you were separated from your friends? Yes, nothing can describe you better than this lockdown situation, because you are now separated from your friends. What do you feel? Certainly, you feel lonely. Number 2, bored because you are without friends. Number 3, mentally depressed. Because you cannot share your secret things with your parents or siblings. No, I am not asking you to open your secret things. So you should open it to your friends. And you are also, you feel helpless. and restless too. And all these things make you sad. So you see what we feel when we are separated from our dear friends. But there are different types of friends, and we must know it. Let us read the poem and try to understand what the poet says here. Please follow me. I am reading it to you. The swallow is a summer bird. He in our chimneys when the weather is fine and warm. But then we heard chirping his note for weeks together. Come there, but one cold wintry day, away will fly our guest, the swallow, and much like he will find the way which many a gay young friend will follow. In dreary days of snow and frost, closer to man will cling the sparrow. Old friends, although in life we are lost, their hearts to us will never narrow. Give me the bird, give me the friend, we'll sing in frost, we'll laugh in sorrow. Whatever mischances today may say, will greet me with his sigh tomorrow. Now, try to analyze. I am trying to analyze it. The swallow is a summer bird. The swallow. You have already heard the name of swallow in your previous lesson 8, the happy prince, where the swallow said to the prince, you know, I am quoting the sentence, but all my friends have flown to Egypt. I cannot delay. It's too cold here. So you are already familiar with the swallow. It's a summer bird. That means normally it is found in hot countries, because swallow is a migratory bird. It is always in search of cozy atmosphere. It likes to live in warm sunshine. He in our chimneys when the weather is fine and warm. So the swallow comes to visit the poet's house and he stays in their chimneys. And then we heard chirping his notes for weeks together. And the swallow chirps his notes for weeks together. And the entire house of the poet is resounded with the sweet notes. The swallow's presence is welcome, and he becomes a member of a family. Here, fine and warm. Note these two words, fine and warm. When the weather is fine and warm, the swallow likes to live in this condition, fine and warm. He needs warmth. In Bengali we call Ushnota. So in previous lesson, I cannot delay, it is too cold here. So he does not like the cold weather. This is stated in the very next line. Come here, but one cold wintry day, when summer is over, when summer days are over, when there is no warmth, away will fly our guest the swallow. The swallow does not stay in the poet's house. He flies away in search of a shelter more comfortable to him. And much like him, we find the way which many a gay young friend will follow. Now, here the poet mentions many a gay young friend. She draws a comparison. The behavior of the swallow reminds the poet of many gay young friends. So, when winter comes or winter arrives, the swallow fly away. Our guest, please note the word guest. A person whom we call a guest. A guest is a person who comes to our house or visit our house, stays with us for some time and then leaves the house. So, the swallow is called guest because, like a guest, it stays in the poet's house during summer and leaves the chimneys when the summer days are over. And in our society, we find such type of persons like the swallow. Many young friends, they behave like the swallow. They gather before you when there is prosperity, when you have good times. You know, suppose a poor person wins a lottery. Then you see he is surrounded by many friends. But in time of his poverty, sorrows or suffering, they leave him. So all are fair weather friends. Fair weather friends, they come whenever you are in prosperity. You have wealth, you have money, you have comfort, they will stay with you. Next, we have another analogy. In dreary days of snow and frost, closer to man will cling the sparrow. The sparrow. The swallow. What does the sparrow do? When the swallow leaves in dreary days of snow and frost, sparrow clings closer to man. He's more emotionally attached than it does so in usual times or in times of prosperity. And old friends, although in life's sweat tossed, their hearts to us will never narrow. The sparrow is compared to old friends. Old friends may be separated in life, but their hearts are not close on. Rather, Their hearts are open to each other. Sorry. So, sparrow, old friends. Swallow, gay, young friends. So the swallow represents gay, gay means happy, happy young friends, and the sparrow stands for old friends. And you know old is gold. So we find two types of friends. Summer friend or fair weather friends and never failing friends. Never failing friends. They will not leave you in adversity, in your trouble, in your sorrows, in your sufferings. They will always be with you. Now, the poet desires is expressed in the following lines. What sort of friend does the poet want to have? Let's read. Give me the bird, give me the friend, we'll sing in frost, we'll laugh in sorrow. Whatever mischance today may say, will greet me with his sight tomorrow. So, the poet wishes to have the bird, the friend like the sparrow, because they will sing in frost and laugh in sorrow. If we take frost and sorrow, like sorrows, sufferings, they represent sufferings, sorrows, troubles, difficulties, adversities in our life. But they do not leave. Old friends do not leave you in adverse situation, like the swallow, who always in search of comfort, cozy atmosphere. So the poet desires to have friends like the sparrow, who will sing in frost and will laugh in sorrow. Whatever mischance today may sing. So the poet may face mischance, misfortune. Life cannot go on smoothly. You know, life is full of troubles, mischances, misfortunes. But the poet firmly believes that she will be greeted with his sight tomorrow. That means here the poet stresses on real friendship that stands the time of test of time and shed light in all situations. So, apparently, we get two birds, the swallow and sparrow, but they represent two types of friends, their nature and their behavior in different situations. Now, I am reading it again. The swallow is a summer bird. He in our chimneys when the weather is fine and warm. May then be heard chipping his notes for weeks together. Come there, but one cold wintry day, away will fly our guest, the swallow. And much like him, we find the way which many a gay young friend will follow. These two lines are very important. Because in our society, we find such friends. In dreary days of snow and frost, closer to man will cling the sparrow. Old friends, although in lives we are crossed, their hearts to us will never narrow. Give me the bird, give me the friend, we'll sing in frost, we'll love in sorrow. Whatever mischance today may sing, will greet me with his sight tomorrow. So, this poem tells us nature of friends and their behavior, how they behave in different situations. And the poet expresses a desire to have true friend. She stresses the value of real friendship, which will stand the test of time and shed light in all situations. Now, we shall try to do the activity. Please see the activity 1. Take the correct alternative. The swallow comes to the poet in spring, summer, winter. Which is the correct answer? You know, the swallow is a summer bird, so the answer is summer. Many young friends follow the behavior of the, look at line number 6. Swallow. Number 3. The sparrow accompanies the poet in times of, yes, right, snow and frost. Next question. The poet wants a friend who will like the, yes, it is clearly stated, the sparrow. Please check your answer with this. Now, come to the next portion, activity 2. Complete the following sentences with information from the text. You know, In order to answer any question, you have to read the text very carefully, line by line. Then you can answer all the questions correctly. Let us see. The swallow chirps for weeks together when the weather is. Please come to the line 3. In fine is fine and warm. So when the weather is fine and warm. B. In a cold day, the swallow, yes, come to line number 6, will fly away from the poet's house. See, even when old friends are separated, their hearts, come to line number 12, will never narrow to us. Next question, D. The poet wishes for a bird that will, come to line number 14. Sing in frost and loving sorrow. Please check your answers. Now, in activity 3, there is a question. Why do you think the swallow leaves the poet during the winter season? So, the answer is the swallow is a migratory bird. It seeks comfort in sunshine and warmth. He cannot tolerate the cold, wintry days. So, he lives the poet during the winter season in search of a warm and cozy shelter elsewhere. The swallow is a migratory bird. It seeks comfort in sunshine and warmth. He cannot tolerate the cold wintry days, so he leaves the poet during the winter season in search of a warm and cozy shelter elsewhere. Now come to activity 4. Now please write it down. So in activity 4, you have to fill up the chart with the information from the text. Very simple. So, 1, who does what? It is given. It is given. Checking his notes. Who knows the answer? The swallow. When? You know the answer? In summer. Or during the summer days. 2. Who? The sparrow is given. Does what? What does? You know? Cleans. Closer to man. When? During wintry days. Number 3, old friends. It is given. Who? Old friends. Does what? You know? Will never narrow their hearts. When? During separation in life. During separation in life. Now next, 4. It is given a true friend of the poet. Does what? greets the poet and stands by her side. When it is given, the poet had his chance. Now, check your answers. Now we come to the activity 5. Answer the following questions. In this section, we have 4 questions. Question number 1, A. What does the swallow do in summer? The swallow builds his nest and his nest in the chimney. And shifts its notes for weeks together. Very simple. Question number B. How is the behavior of a grey young friend similar to that of the swallow? So what is the behavior of the swallow? The swallow leaves the poet in the days of winter. Similarly, gay young friends leave the poet in her adversity. When the poet is in difficult situation, young friends leave her. Next, what type of a friend does the poet want? The poet wants a friend who will stand by her in the days of sorrow. Now last question, whom does the poet like? The swallow or the sparrow? Give reasons for your answer. Obviously, the poet likes the sparrow because the sparrow does not live here during winter days. It stays with him in all our adversities, difficult situations, in sorrows, sufferings. He is, the sparrow is the real friend of the poet. Okay? So, you see, this lesson tells us about the value of true friendships. You will read the text, follow these questions and answers. Okay? We will take up the next portion in our next class. Till then, goodbye. Stay home, stay safe.